All right, welcome back to 2600 Tuesdays, where we will talk about the 2600, and you can learn to master this thing along with learning how to master your guitar. So I noticed a lot of keyboard players are now starting to log into the channel to watch some of my experimentations with my 2600, and that's great. Welcome to the show. Understand my focus is mostly towards guitar players who want to learn how to play some keyboards. I'm really not trying to take your job seriously. So today I'm working with not only a song idea. Oh my goodness, I can't get this thing straight on the camera. There we go. Just in case you're wondering, the stand is, I got this whole thing from Sweetwater. Of course, you only have a couple choices in America to get your 2600. One is through Amazon, one is through Sweetwater. While you're at Sweetwater, you'll see a recommendation for the Middle Atlantic products. This is an 8U space rack, and the 2600 is sized to be in an 8U. You can also get the big excuse me, Moog Model 55 style one and set this in it, and you can build your own Euro rack on it. And for those who say, yeah, but the voltage isn't right, well, remember, you can adjust your voltage. You know, you don't have to send all your voltage out, you know, to the CVs. You can use your CV out here and send your stuff out. Remember, if it doesn't have a little symbol, it's an output, not an input. So these are inputs, these can be outs. So let's talk about the 2600 default, which in the very first video you saw me do this, where I told you bring down your initial gain and then your VCF. But there are times where you're going to want that. This is one of those times. I'm using this is one of my favorite 2600 sounds, is the sample and hold. It's very easy to work. Your sample and hold circuit is right down here. Sample and hold. That's what that means. This is your speed. This is my level. I can bring that down. Gradually bring it in if I want. But I really like it full on. Now notice the dynamics of this. I have this thing set. Sorry, trying to get my camera set here. Using the GoPro, not my cell phone, because I know that was irritating to everybody to constantly see, you know, while I'm trying to talk to you. So using my tripod. Now what I got this set for is I've got this set for the standard constant drone, and I'm controlling everything, you know, off my Arturia key step. So this is in the key of B minor. Okay, so let me explain how I got this set up. You know, as I've explained before about tuning the oscillators, I got the video on that, is I've got my oscillators hopefully tuned. You got two different controls on how loud your sample and hold is, and basically here's what all you're doing. You're taking your sample and hold out, and then you take the same cord and you plug it into your VCO2 in. So, and then you can control it by the amount of sample and hold by how much VCO2 you got in there, or by the level of the sample and hold section over here, because you've only got two, the level and rate. This is where I'm at with it. And then by keeping my initial gain and my VCF all the way up, okay, so the notes I'm using here is the B, E, G. So when I got the drone set here, as you've got it seen listed here, just follow the pattern on what I've got here. When I press the key on my key step, that's when the filters really kick in. So when you're thinking of a computerized tone, you know, this is my computerized digital sound kind of deal. This is what you got. All right, so go ahead. And why is my GoPro being difficult today? Stop that! All right, so go ahead, mark down these settings. Go ahead, and I'll leave it on this, and subscribe. Like, subscribe, comment, and be sure to tell me what kind of things you'd like to see me try with the synth. At some point, I am going to get a 3.5 adapter for my microphone, and I'm actually going to try plugging it into this. It would go in right here on the preamp input, or you can put it here. This is my input, this is an input, plug it in right there, and these are my outs to go out into any of these sections. So we'll give it a try. Remember, if you're seeing stuff that you're saying, hey man, you don't know what you're doing, remember, I'm new to this. I've had this for a little over a month, and I'm a guitar player. Yeah, I've had a couple of synths and I've played over the years, but for the most part, I'm really good at push a button and get that. And of course, you can really increase the amount of how much gut you're giving to the sample and hold to that. All right, so that's it for this video, and when you just want to have it running off the keyboard, that's when you bring down the initial gain in the VCF. All right, so play with it, see how you like it, and we'll